YouTube, what's good? Back with another video. Today we are going to talk about leadership, right? Because I keep seeing these shits on fucking social media, you know, these channels and podcasts and shit like that, where it's clips and shit where it's like always men. One thing, before I even get into my rant, one thing I don't ever want to condone in is the male and female gender war or the back and forth online shit. Like, well, niggas do this, well, bitches do that. I'm not into all of that. I don't really, I don't care. Is, you know, I feel, I believe on my end, I fix the men's side through the capacities that I can, and then the women's side will follow suit. So I don't ever, to be honest, I don't ever blame the bitches for being the way they are. The bitches the way they are just for a matter of circumstance, because of how, not even just to a fault of our own, the men are, but that's kind of how we've been so societally, socially castrated. There it is. Socially castrated. So men is softer these days, which is making the women tougher. But you know, that's kind of part of the disconnect that you see these days. But back to the point I was getting at, the back and forth on the podcast, and it was just like about leading, you know, how a relationship should be carried and things. This is how men and women dynamics should be. And I'm gonna put it to you like this, right? When it comes to leadership, just because we men and you a man doesn't mean you should be leading. Does not. And I don't even co-sign for it. I don't think just because you a man or just because we men, you should be leading. Whoever has the best plan of action, whoever is best fit to lead, should lead. And I take that just not even just in a relationship, that's with anything. I'm prior military. So just because Sergeant A is a dude over here, don't mean I should be listening to him. And Sergeant B, who's a female type, got a better plan of action for us. We're gonna go with that. That don't make him less of a leader, but that's just a better plan of action. Now, when it comes to relationship, it's about more consistency when it comes to your leadership style, right? It's about more consistency when it comes to your leadership style, because if she's always in the lead, she's going to take on the masculine portion of the relationship, and that's going to cause a disconnect between y'all, because she always in her masculine, and you a masculine man, y'all going to bump heads all the time. Y'all gonna bump heads because one, you're not gonna be wanting to listen to no female all the time, and two, she's not gonna be wanting to take care of a man. That's just how that's gonna go. But a lot of times, most of us, I ain't gonna say just not even me, because my first marriage, I went through the same shit. I didn't know how to lead a family, and barely knew how to lead myself. But that's where the point comes in. You can't be a leader of anybody if you can't even lead and control yourself. How do you expect to lead anybody anywhere if you don't even know where the fuck you going? You don't know where the fuck you going. How the fuck you gonna lead a family? How the fuck you gonna lead other people? How the fuck you gonna lead men? How you gonna tell a dude the reasons and benefits of being in shape and why they should listen to you over the next motherfucker, and your body doesn't even kind of look like it's supposed to be an example, a walking testimony? How the fuck do you think bitches are supposed to listen to you about anything, and you don't even have a plan of action for your own life? You don't got your own house, you don't got your own car, you don't got no money. What the fuck should they listen to you? Why the fuck should they be fucking with you? Why they be fucking with you? Huh? Fuck should they be fucking with you for? Why the fuck, if I'm a young nigga, why the fuck would I listen to you about getting bitches and you ain't got none? You ain't got no main bitch, you ain't got no side bitch, you ain't got no nothing, nigga. You ain't got no daughters, nigga. You don't got no, God didn't bless you with no females, nigga. You ain't got no nieces, no bitches is around you, nigga. Nothing to show for it. Maybe if you do got a bitch, she ain't bad, you ain't got no bad bitches. Young niggas respond to that. Young niggas pay attention to that. They want to be, if you not a nigga want to be like, if you're not a dude somebody else want to be like, why the fuck would I listen to you? You don't dress like you get bitches, you don't look like you get bitches, you look like you stink. Like, come on, man. You gotta be, you can't lead nobody anywhere. And you don't get to choose who follows you. That's another thing. You don't get to choose who follows you. You know, everybody, it's because I would say me, like this, if we use YouTube as an example, I could probably be saying the same thing as another content creator, right? And it's all about your preference, right? We could be saying the exact same message, but maybe you don't like my delivery style. Maybe you don't like my face. Maybe you don't like that fact that I cuss a lot. Maybe you don't like I'm light skinned. But that's not for me to decide. But if you are going to take the initiative from me, I'm going to make sure that you get a good message out of it. All right? Because maybe my leadership style isn't for you, which is cool. You might respond to a different type of leadership. It's just like in football. Some players respond better to the in-your-face coach. Like, you sitting there, drop the ball, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get off the field, take a lap, blah, blah, blah. Some players respond and react and come back harder from that, right? Some players break down, cry, I don't want to do this shit no more. Coach always on my ass. So sometimes you need the coach to pull you to the side, like, hey, look, let me holler at you. Look, you know you messed up right there. Come on, get yourself together, get your head in the game, go take a break, take 2 plays off, come back, try it again. Be more focused, all right? We cannot have those plays on the field. And he'll come back, he'll respond better. But it's all about a leadership style. It's all about what you respond to. Right? And it's the same thing with your woman. And your leadership style, if she's underneath you, because basically she's going to be, right? She's going to be underneath you if she's your girl, right? Your leadership style, she will adapt to it, most likely, you know. But you gotta understand, you can't be like Coach A yelling at her, you know what I'm saying? Because she's a female, one, so her emotions are never gonna allow that to be the primary style of coaching or leading that you can give her, right? So, but your girl will be receptive and open and adapt to your leadership style because she loves you. One, she admires you. Two, and she, you know, like I said in the previous videos, like in a relationship, not even just her, but y'all are gonna be custom made for each other. Like, you're gonna be shape shifting throughout the whole relationship to fit each other, you know, because whoever she was with before, his leadership style, you gotta chop all that bullshit off and reprogram her, you know, reprogram her to fit you, because she gonna be trying to tell you shit like, my last nigga like that, man, I don't give a fuck what he like. What? Oh, fuck what he like? I'm not gonna do that shit with you by another bitch, man. My last bitch like, and I don't give a fuck. You gotta make each other fit each other, cause like nobody's gonna come cookie cut ready for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say when you're leading your girl, you gotta lead her in the right direction, right? You gotta let, you know, my girl's big on reassurance these days. You gotta reassure her that you love her, right? And you also, excuse me, this fucking Celsius, you burping and shit. But you gotta reassure her that you still love her and shit, right? And you got to get her to understand your mind, right? Because one thing, I'm gonna leave that with this, right? Because I feel like I again, on a tangent, right? When my girl does something I don't like, or that irritates me, or whatever, I'm gonna let her know that is annoying and is irritating me. And I'm gonna let her know why it's doing that. And I'm gonna let her know why I think she's doing that, right? And this is all a part of coaching and leading, right? Because I don't want to just be jumping down your throat and you don't understand why I'm yelling at you, right? But I also don't want you to think to be sitting there doing something that you're not even aware of, to me, which I don't like. So I feel like you're doing this. I think you're doing this because I did this. So you respond like this, which is why you're getting this reaction out of me. It's not offensive, right? So you're gonna be like, you're being defensive. It's not defensive, but you're doing something that's offensive to me and it's pissing me off. So if that's the reason for it, stop doing it. XYZ, we'll go through there. And then we'll go through those talks. But I don't ever want y'all to sit here and not express your feelings or whatever your gut reaction, whatever that is. I don't want you to diminish that because you're afraid of whatever, right? That's not good leadership, right? It's also not good leadership to just be telling her something and don't give her no reason for it, no direction, right? You need to understand. She needs to understand what she's doing, where she's going, right? Now, if this is another bitch, if it's not your main bitch, you don't even gotta listen to none of this. If it's not your main bitch, tell her something, bitch, bye. You know, do whatever you're gonna do. I need you to do this. Well, because I said so, bitch, bye. But if your main girl, you can't operate under those conditions, all right? You gotta have some type of leadership and understanding, especially if she's gonna be your second in command. You know what I'm saying? It just happens like that. But back to my original point, because I gotta find the clips. I gotta find the clips and start adding them in these videos because I feel like it'll help. But back to my original point, I don't believe just because you are a man, I am a man, we are men, that you should be leading anything. Whoever is best fit to lead, whoever has the best plan of action for a given instance should be in charge. And in a relationship, whoever has the best plan of action more consistently should be in charge. Simple as that. Now, you can feel a way about it, not my problem. That's just what it is. Just my take on it, right? But that's all I got for y'all, man. Until next time, yo, it's Wolfgang Peak. It's Wolfgang Lifestyle. And I'm out.